Hey, my beautiful people, I am back. I know I kind of showed you guys a brief how I made my stand. Not really making it, doing a tutorial. So I have my sister that's starting to craft. So she's very, very new to this. And we might have somebody out there that's starting to learn how to do crafting. So this is for the beginners. I want to show you guys how I did my stand because I did have to do another one. So I thought I might as well, do a tutorial on it. Okay, so this is my second one. The first one, you guys saw the video, the other video, how I made my beautiful heart from Dollar Tree. And you can go to my Facebook, which I'll put that link down. You can get a better picture what it looks like. So, okay, so I started off with a plait, and I tell you, I had it stashed for years. I'm not sure where I got it, if I got it from Dollar Tree or Michael's. I think it's Michael's in the clearance. So it is exactly 12 inches long, and the width, of course, I never took the size of the width like I always did, but I think I mentioned in my other video, this one here is almost reading 1 1/4, I'm sorry, 5 1/4. Alright, so what I did was, which I didn't tell you at the last video, I did paint the piece. All my wooden pieces that I'm using to make my stand, it is painted. I used vanilla chalk paint by Waverly. I'm trying to find it. But this one is called Ivy. You know what? I have a bad time. You can even see because it's shadow. It's so crazy because I told myself always video on the daytime because you get that nice bright light instead of playing with the lights I'm using right now, which it makes things look like a shadow. I'm sorry about that. All right, let me continue. Oh, the only difference I'm going to do right now, which I'm going to go back and finish off my other one, I decided to put legs. I want legs so my plaque can actually, have a lift up. I think it looks kind of cute. I didn't do it to the other one. I decided to do on this one. So what I did, this is what I am playing with. I love these things. I bought me like 10 boxes. Oh yeah, because you just never know. So these are the tower games that every crafting people are starting to use for their creation. And I tell you, it is a helping. Because I was going to use my Dollar Tree ring napkin holder, but it's gold. And if I did that, then I have to use more material to cover that because I have anything here, not gold. Okay, so what I did was I attached 2 of the blocks together, glued this together, and then I used 1 piece of block and put it in the top. So when I glue it down, well, let me turn around so I can just show you. So I'm going to glue these down on 4 corners. So 2 over here and 2 over there. And I'm speaking, like I told you, only for the beginners. Okay, so this is how I did it, just in case. You never know. And I tried to explain this to my sister. Honestly, she couldn't get it. And I can understand that. You have to actually see it. So what I did is I just put some glue in the middle of the block, and I'm going to make a sandwich out of it. So you got the block, you got the glue, and you got another block. Okay, and this is what it looks like. So you're not going to use this side. You're going to turn it to where you see the 2 blocks attached. Then you're going to take my 1 piece, and I'm going to put some glue between that line. And I know, guys, for the advanced people, you want to forward this, it's okay for me. But I want to be fair and show the beginners. And I glued it on the top so it can give me more of a lift. So I think I had some ready. Oh no, I didn't. Of course not. So I'm trying not to use the one that I glued this one. Let me just glue the rest, and I'll glue that piece. I'll do it as fast as I can. So I got 1 more. I'm trying to use the one that I didn't paint. So which one? I'm gonna have to grab any one. If it needs paint, then I'll take care of it. Okay, now the double one that I have over here, that's where I'm going to glue it to my corners. So, I mean, you could do either way. It doesn't make a difference. But if you do it this way, you're going to get a small lift. If you do it this way, you're going to get a higher lift. That was the purpose of putting the other block on top of the double. So I'm going to take my glue with the double and I'm going to hit the corners. I almost freaked out, so I was doing the right side. This is the back side, the underneath where the stand. Okay, so I got my legs on each corner. I'm going to turn it around, and now I got a nice little lift going on here. Okay, now these are the paint stick that I got from Home Depot for less than $2, and come 10 in the pack. I mentioned that before. I did color this. I'm not even going to put no design on nothing because you're really not going to see it. So okay, so you know this is 12 inches. In the middle, I put a line there to say that that's my 6 inches, which is my center. So what I did, that makes it easy for me, because to see how far I'm going, I'm using the heart where I'm using to stand for my stand. And you can see the mark I already did. All you have to do is, now just keep in mind that you have a groove right here. So don't use that to hold your heart, okay? Use that, you know, that could be the bottom part. Use the one that have a nice straight flat. So what I did was, now this is going to be on you, because I can't tell you how you want, you know, how high you want your heart to be and how far apart. I mean, my advice, if you go far out, you're going to see more of the stick. You want to be able to see less of the stick. So I would say try to stay in the middle of the heart. Okay? So I just determined, you know what? This is what I like. What I did was I hold it, the stick, and then I wanted to see how far by taking my truck, because that's exactly what I'm going to use, and the front is my truck. So, let me see, sorry. So once I'm comfortable and I'm liking the height of it, and I'm using my truck to see if it's not covering my heart from the tip to the bottom, and it's fine. So what I did was I felt comfortable and I traced it with pencil, boom, boom, boom. And then what I did here, I did here, because it really, you want to keep it inside your heart, but you don't want it too close and you don't want it too far apart. So to make it easy for you, I kind of measure it. So what I did was, for where I started is on this side, because you're going to get a shorter line down because of the shape of the heart, which I came out to 3 3/4. And then on my long side, because the width of the stick is 1 inch. So on the other side, I got a longer one here. I'm going to show you, which gave me 4 3/4. Just to get an idea of what I did. So what I did here, I did here. What's going to make it easy for me, because I didn't do it from my last one, and it wasn't hard, but it could have been easier. So I'm going to make it easier for you guys. So I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to glue them down right now on the, and I'm going to glue it here because I know where to stop, because if I do it on the stick, I don't know where to stop it at. So I'm going to do it right here. And then I'm going to line it up to where I got that square piece where I traced it at. It makes it so much easier that way, guys. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Because if you do this, you won't know where to stop. So I prefer to do it where I traced it. Okay, I'm getting the glue sticks. Then I'm going to go inside where I trace it. And make sure that that lines up together. Okay, just give it a minute, less than a minute, just so it can dry up so you can play with it, okay? So this is what I came up with so far. Okay. Okay, so now my center. Now I know I already put a mark here on the 6 inches. So what I'm going to do is, since I already know that this is the center right here, it makes me easy to know where the middle, you know, how far. I can't move my stick. My stick can't move at all. So either way, I'm going to try to do where the tip of the bottom piece of the heart right here. And I'm going to try to eyeball it and say this is going to be my center on that 6, if that makes sense. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now, I feel comfortable. I'm looking at it. It looks okay, good, great for me. Now, I'm going to show you, before I glue the bottom piece, I just want to show you what gives you more support for your heart, because I can't tell you, sometimes glue sticks, I don't know how long they last, unless you put E6000. I use glue by itself, but I also want to give it more support. So what I did was, I took one of the Jingle Bell, did I say that? I think I did. I meant the game towel. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, since it's already glued in, I know where to go from here. So I'm going to take the flat side, because if you do the long side, you're going to have a gap. And I don't think, to me, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, you could do it either way. It's up to you. You know, by the way, I think I'm going to do the long side. I'm sure enough I didn't do it to the other one like that, but you know, you always make a twist. So what I'm going to do is put some glue to either side where you feel comfortable, and I'm going to go as close as possible to the corner of that heart. And I'm going to press it down and very close to the heart. I'm going to push it. So that's going to give me more support holding my heart. Because this heart is pretty heavy. It is. It's really pretty heavy. Especially when you start embellishing, and that's the part. So there's no right and wrong going to the other side. You're going to just put some glue, and you're going to do the same thing. But I try to do it on the end right here to the stick, and I'm going to close up. I'm going to close to the heart and then press down. So I know that it's going to give my heart more support. And you could paint it if you want. I think it looks nice that way, because I'm probably going to distress it. You know, we always do distress it like towards the end. So far, you're getting your stand almost ready. It's very quick. Okay, now going back to my center. I'm going to go a little bit further out, because remember, we'll put in these blocks. Something left me. I have another block here, so I'm going to be sure. I just know it, because I already found the one that I glued up for the bottom piece. Okay, like I said, it depends how you want. You could do it both sides. You could do it the long way, or you could do it the flat way. I'm going to do the long way, because like I said, I want more support. So now that I know that my stick is, you know, this is where I'm going to put it at, what I'm going to do is trace it. So that when I go back to it, I know where to glue it. It just makes it easy. Sorry, I'm going to take this already, because I already made my lines. And here, yeah, I just drew it back there. Okay, so I'm going to trace it, so like that. When I put my glue, I know where to go. I think it's so much easy. So I'm going to do my first part. I got that one right here. I'm going to leave that stick there so I know. Are you guys watching this? Let me see if I can go a little closer. And like I said, beginners. Okay. Oh, that's too far out. Only far in. Okay. I just hate the way the light in this. Okay, so I already got my trace box. I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to try to hit my stick as close to that box. I mean the block. So what I did from that side, I'm going to do the other side. And this is going to be easy, you see? Because you know, it's going to grasp. It doesn't make a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I was going to trace it. But you know what? Let me trace it. I'm going to do it from the back so I know. I'm using my head that's holding my heart. It's crazy, right? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to have, it's going to be kind of close to it. I should have went further out, I'll be honest with you. That's why I said it's good to measure first, because I'm going the long way. Let me see, I should have went and I did. You know what? I did. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove my heart. And I got this already, just straighten out because I am offline. Probably this one right here. So I'm going to hold it and I'm going to draw a line right here so that way I can glue it. So I don't have to be off, and I also want my heart to go inside that opening nice and easy. Okay, so I'm going to remove this one. And then I'm going to make a line right here. See, so now I got an opening. So I got one here and one, oh, I went too far out. I got one here, which I'm going to put some glue already. Hold on. Makes it easier that way. So I'm going against the one behind my line. Okay, let's go. And then just in case, put your second piece, take your halfway stand and put it right in the middle, and just make sure where you trace it, it's going to hold the heart, which I can feel it. It just needs that second one to give it more support. I mean, that's the easy ways I can think of. So I'm going to glue my other piece. And then I'm going to wind it up with my, oops. Okay. Like I say, you don't want it too loose and you don't want it too tight. So there goes my, and you want to make sure it's even. Okay? So it gives you, what I like about the glue stick, I mean, it usually dries quick, but it gives, if you put a lot, it gives you enough time to work with it. Okay, so now that I got my other piece, I'm going to take my heart, my stand, and I'm going to put it right in the middle. Okay, and now that's going to tell me where to put my other blocks. So I'm going to do the same thing what I did on the first one. Okay, I'm going to hold, let me just say here. I'm going to hold this one with my pencil, and I'm going to make a trace a line. Okay, and I'm going to take my heart and keeping that block on there. I'm not going to let go. Let me see if I can put this away. No. Okay. So I just want to make a line behind it because it makes me easy where I'm going to have that opening. Okay, so you're going to get that. I'll show you guys a nice close-up. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to take that piece and then I'm going to put the second piece by grabbing my stand again. Because you want to make sure before you glue, it's not going to cause any problems. So I'm going to force my first one in. Then I'm going to take my second one, which is this one right here. Okay, and then so I'm just going to fix it up a little, making sure to line it up where I traced it, and making sure that what's behind my block, I'm going to hold it down and lift my heart out, my stand, and I'm going to trace the other piece. And it does look a little crooked, all you got to do is straighten out a little bit, and I think it's right there. So I'm going to make my first line behind, because that's where I'm going to follow it, and I'm going to put across here. So the back line is really going to help me. I'm not even going to try to trace it inside, just between them. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's start gluing these. I'm going to take my second piece. And I'm going to glue it by the back of the line, and I'll show you what that looks like. You want to make sure it's nice and even. So I'm going to go back before that glue, the glue stick holds. So I'm going to go just like that. Okay. And this is what it's going to look like. One, you know, I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm going to have to eat 6,000. I recommend that you guys to use the same, because the glue itself, I don't think it's going to last long. And I honestly, I did that to my first one. So far, look how it looks like. How pretty. See, I still feel it wobbly. It's because I feel the glue, or maybe the block, I don't have it close so tight each other. So just, you know, like I said, you got to test it out. So it looks like this. How pretty. Let me show you for I'm sorry guys, like this. Okay, and they go to my heart. Now you're probably wondering how, okay, the stick is 12 inches. And I went, and I gave you the measurement where the line is at from the back. So that shouldn't be a problem. You just want to make sure you have enough space when you use your, whatever you decide to use. I'm using my truck because I always got to make a set. The one I have on the first video, it says Rivera family. And this one here says a home with hearts. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I close this one here. And then I'm going to attach my piece of heart from here, which I already made. I'll show you the heart that I made. How pretty. And that's using Dollar Tree hardwoods that has the Valentine. The one I got, it says Happy Valentine Days. And these silver hearts, I got them from my stand. I mean, what is it? The wooden stand that says love. So on this heart image, that's where this silver piece came from. For the newbies, if you didn't know that. And I just popped out the silver piece so I can attach it to my wood end. And these are all Dollar Tree, guys. All this is Dollar Tree, in the exception of the paint stick, which I don't know if they do sell them in Dollar Tree. And this wood plat. Those are the only thing I can't guarantee you. But this is how I did my heart. I attached the metal to the wood end. Then I used some twines to wrap it around. Let me show it to you. Here. And then I took some twine again and made a bowl with a little flower that I got from Dollar Tree. So that's how I'm going to decorate this one, which I already did. I'm sorry. I already decorated. I just want to show you. And then these here, they come in the pack in different size of heart at Dollar Tree too. I think they have 2 of these the same size, and then it goes bigger and then bigger. I think it comes, I'm not sure how many, but I'm not going to stop this. But you'll see this. It's got a lot of pink sparklers. So I kind of like rubbed some off because I didn't want that shine too much. So you could do the same thing. And what I'm going to do is once it's finished, it's going to look just like this. Look how pretty, guys. Okay? So let's get to the part where how I detach this. Okay, so I'm going to have my, and I got a lot of space, I'll be honest with you, but I want to make sure that the top of this truck right here, you're not going to see that. Okay, this is much better. You see the truck window? I'm going to try to line it up to the corner, to the bottom corner of my heart, which you see right here. Okay, so that's why I know where's my center. I'm going to go based on the truck, the window part, to the bottom of my point heart, okay? Let's do this again. Then I'm going to take my block. I knew I'm missing some. And I knew I made some. Where is it? I'm serious. Every time I do a video, something always go wrong. So, you see how tight? I'm not going to fight with this. Let me get me a brand new box. I have plenty. And of course, I'm not going to find it. Oh God, this is just a joke. Every time. Okay, I'm just going to give you an idea. because for some reason this thing doesn't, I used too many. I had everything prepared, but this bad boy is not coming apart. So I'm going to give you, okay, let me just give you one example I have here, and then I got one more missing. So what I'm going to do, instead of using the long side up, I'm going to use the flat side. Okay, so I'm going to take my truck, again, I'm going to center it where I want it at. I'm going to take my blocks on the flat side. I'm going to put one on this side and one in the back side, because that's going to hold my my truck. Okay, so once I got this, I'm going to, oh, no, we're not going to do this again. And I hope you see, you guys are seeing this, I hope. No, okay. I want to make sure. Okay, so I got one here, which I'm going to hold this one here, and I'm going to trace the line because it makes it so much easier. So when I glue it, I can base on the first line. Then I'm going to go, let me just put that there. Then I'm going to go on the back side. I'm sorry guys if you're not seeing this, but I'm doing my best. And you want to make sure, I have to stand up because I can't see behind. So if I stand up and trying to make sure that you are even, and make sure that that is touching. Okay. Something so simple is going to take a little time. But you want it to be able to, you know, come out nice. So I'm going to hold my second block that's what's behind. And I'm going to trace the back of it because I think that's where you should go based on. And then I'm going to make two lines on both sides. Okay, so I got that ready. Okay, and then I'm going to start gluing down. Remember, I'm not doing it on the long side, I'm doing it on the flat side. So I'm going to line it up to my first line in front. And then I'm going to grab my second one, if I can get some glue out of here. Like I said guys, if you want it to be more certain, use E6000 and then the glue. So I'm going to put the second one that's behind, and I'm going to line it up to my back line, so I know it's going to give me a nice even, and making sure that it is even. Okay. I have one more bar because I am missing one, and this don't want to come out. This is crazy. I'm trying to part this one because I don't even know what the box. I bought 10 boxes, and you asked me where I put them at. I have no idea because I didn't think I was going to be able. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Watch when I shut this video, I'll find it. Trust me, it always happens. Okay, let's just pretend and I'll call it a day. So what I do here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my truck again. I'm going to put it to the two first ones that I already finished. And that's going to help you to guide you where you want the second one. So I'm going to say about here. So I'm going to take my truck out, hold on to where I have it. I'm going to draw the first line. And then I'm going to go back here because the back here is the most important one because that's where you're going to flush your block against that back line. And then I'm going to grab my second one, which I can't find it. But just pretend, I'm going to use this because right now I can't find the other one. So just pretend that I don't got these pieces because this was used for my legs. I don't know, I made an extra one because it was black all over the place. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my truck again, put it inside the first insert, then I'm going to lay it down. Then I'm going to take the one behind and do the same thing, making sure they're even. Okay. Then I'm going to put my first line behind there, on the one behind, because that's going to tell me. Okay. So I'm going to take this one out. Then I'm going to do this again. you go, I messed up over here. Hold on. It's not supposed to be on the flat side, which I am doing the flat side, but I'm doing the wrong side. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. It's just because I got them all grew up together, so it's confusing me. Alright, so I'm going to put it against the line in the back. Making sure that the block is even. And it seems like I didn't put it. I'm going to go out. I thought I put glue on my first one, but I didn't. Alright, so I'm going to use the first block, which I had to do first. But that's okay. So I'm definitely going to change it. If not, they're not going to. Nobody's going to see it anyway. So this is what it looks like, guys. You got your support holding the truck. Look how pretty. I wish I could. Maybe if I take this camera off. I mean, and just so you can see it really good. But this is the finished look, guys. And that's how I made my stand. Let me show you the back of it. Okay, and that's it. That's it. Alright, guys, I just want, like I said, just for the beginners, I'm going to take this apart because I need to glue it down. And it's giving me a hard time, of course. So this is what it looks like. Okay, this is how you build your stand. And you can use this on anything. I'll be honest with you, I wish I can get credit to the person that did this, but I did this on my own. So I can't give credit to anybody. I just use my imagination, and this is what I came up with, okay? So thank you guys for watching, stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. And hopefully in the last, because Valentine's coming around the corner, this is the die that I ordered from Accucut. And it comes this way with the holes. Now, if you do have a big die cut heart and you want the same things, use a crocodile. The crocodile could go through anything. And just so you know, I made this so thick because I did 2 chipboard together so it can be so, thorough. So that's why, mine it looks like this. So what it is, hopefully I'll show you a quick how I did this. I had some letters because I'm going to say I love Soraya, like those are my grandkids' names because I'm making 4. I should say 5 because one is coming away and is a boy. I have 4 granddaughters. Let's see, 4 granddaughters, and one is coming away with God's will. My little boy, a grandson I'm having. Alright guys, let me call it tonight, and once again, thank you.